And welcome back to more Super Mario Maker. So, I got a few more levels that I didn't get through in the first video. This is actually being recorded live commentary, I should also point out, because I got these codes a lot more recently, so I figured these would actually work. So first, of course, is from Dino64GG. The clear rate is 14 out of 122, or 11.47%. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, really. It looks very well constructed, aesthetically speaking. So starting off, okay, so I can see the namesake of the level already. Jump on this guy, power block, probably gonna need it. Just in my experience, people don't put in power blocks if you don't need them. Case in point. So jump up here and oh, that was dumb. Through this door we have a mushroom. Okay, that's a good sign. I like it when people put a lot of items in levels. I don't like it when people don't put in any mushrooms. I just find that a little bit cheap personally. It's artificial difficulty, because if you're trying to make Mario level, you can't exactly do that. Also, one thing, I was playing the GBA version of the original Super Mario Bros. 3, and I actually ran into a weird thing in this game. You can't jump off vines in the original. Okay, here, you can do that. You can't do that in the GBA version. I don't even know if you can do it in the original. What? No prize. After that last video, I'm turning off comments. Sorry. I'm gonna leave them on the gamepad, so if there's anything important, I can still see it. Because sometimes people leave important stuff, and sometimes people have story. So I like to leave comments on at least on the gamepad, so I can see. Oh boy, this is a thing. Is that the end of the level? Because that felt very only halfway. Felt very climactic in any case. So I don't even know what's down that, but I don't want to find out. Okay, I have a bad feeling about this. Or maybe my bad feeling is completely unjustified. I was thinking there'd be a Bowser and you'd have to break through the blocks or something. Oh, I totally botched that. Yeah, after playing the GBA Super Mario Bros. 3, it honestly feels a little bit weird, personally. And I died intentionally because I just have this weird gut feeling that you kind of need a leaf for that. I'm not sure, or you can't get a leaf, never mind. Because if I could go back and go through more blocks, then I could get a leaf from a previous area. I guess you just have to leap faith it. And we actually made it. That's actually kind of cool. Again, that's something I mentioned last time, that having an arrow, something as simple as including a directional arrow, can make the difference between a really confusing and a really easy level. So I like that. Didn't get the 1-up, but hey, it's not a mode where we need a 1-up, so hey, that's cool. Yeah, that was actually a pretty good level. Very good aesthetically speaking. There weren't any cheap moments, so yeah, that was actually really good. I couldn't even tell it was actually an airship theme, not gonna lie. I had no clue that was an airship. Next up is Thwomp Furnace from MK Andrew. In his comment, he said this is one of his harder levels, so I'll be curious to see. Oh, actually that thumbnail looks really bad. Oh man, this is gonna be a thing. I'm already digging the aesthetics of this level, just from the top part. So yeah, let's jump straight in. Yeah, spin jumping off a Thwomp, not gonna be fun when you have to deal with fire as well. But yeah, that is a thing that people really don't seem to know, is that you can spin jump off Thwomps. So I see a ton of levels where they're completely broken if you do that. I'm surprised actually, because I knew a lot of the spin jump mechanics before actually playing this game, but I'm so glad I did, because if I didn't know I could spin jump off everything, it would kind of suck. Sorry if you were not intending me to spin jump over all this, or just some of it, because I am kind of cheesing your level, if that is not the case. The fact that certain spots do have places where you have to means I feel like the guy probably intended for you to do that, so that's why I'm not being too cautious about cheesing the level, because I have a feeling he kind of intended for certain thwomps to be spin jumpable. Oh, I did not even see where I was placing that. I have a weird idea. You can actually not spin jump while holding an item, so that's something you really need to keep in mind. I actually don't know where to go from here. No joke. Because this warp pipe doesn't go anywhere. Do I go down? And I blew the mushroom, sadly. I think you can spin jump off springs. Nope, apparently not. That's kind of a bummer. I'm just gonna see what's up here. I'm curious. Oh, I see what you're doing here. Puzzle levels, I like to call them. Though that's not exactly my original phrase. Not gonna trademark it like some people probably would. Not gonna get into that. You know what I'm talking about probably, so I don't need to go into any more detail. Panicking. I've seen a lot of Kaiser Mario. If you don't know what Kaiser Mario is, I don't want to talk about it because you can get in trouble for talking about it. So, it's like a really hard Mario thing though. Basically, I forgot that the blocks flip back. I haven't played Super Mario World in like a really bloody long time, by the way. So I'm more used to 3's mechanics, like for the blocks and stuff. I'm gonna do this, see what happens. Oh wow, that's actually really well thought out that you can't just cheese it like that. Can't cheese it like that though. I probably could make that. Yeah, sorry for breaking your level, but okay. It's actually really well thought out because it feels kind of like a Kaizo-esque level because it does use a lot of mechanics that you don't really see in the main game, like spin jumping off literally everything. Spin jumps are some of my favorite techniques in Mario. Like, if you could do some really good spin jumps, it's really cool. Oh, you sly dog. I know what you're doing. I wasn't paying enough attention. At least about a checkpoint not too far away, so good on you for including checkpoints. Because a lot of people who do these like hard levels don't actually like putting in checkpoints because, well, if you're gonna make a hard level, then why include a checkpoint? I kind of glitched the Thwomp, sadly. Oh, I can go up there. Okay. I don't know what was left. I'm actually curious, but I have a feeling it's probably not something I want to find out. Normally when people have arrows where one goes the right way and you know it goes the right way, you want to keep going that way because it's probably a death trap. I don't know if that's actually the case. Let me know in the comments if there actually was a trap or if there's actually a cool secret there. Because I honestly don't want to chance it. I think I botched this. I think I needed the cape for this. Or not. Actually, no. I wouldn't have needed it. But to be fair, I kind of am down with having the cape. Also, I like the pattern of having items sort of sporadically in different types of boxes. Like, not all of them are in the question mark blocks. Jump here, and here. Oh boy. Yeah, no avoiding that. Just rush through. That's what I do in these types of games. And he was nice enough to provide us with a mush, as a lot of people like to say. Though I don't even need the mush. What am I doing? I could just use the P-switch. Crying out loud. I forgot to spin jump. You can actually do that. That's actually a thing. It's one of my favorite things. I actually implemented that into one of my levels. Spin jumping off of a P-switch. Not spin jumping in this case, but jumping off a P-switch. Also, in the original game, you can actually spin jump off of Puttaboos. I don't know if that's actually the case in Super Mario Maker, so that's why I'm not chancing it. Let me know in the comments if you actually can, because frankly, that would have made this a lot easier. This is really challenging, but I'm liking it because it's not like Kaizo. Cheap. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb of me. Yeah, I just froze for some reason. Do I have to do that other part again? Yeah. At least I know how to do it this time. So that's helpful. Put-boo, go away. Nobody wants to deal with you right now. Ah, that was just sloppy execution. Which is actually a thing I do a lot in Mario, just screw up small chumps. Never the big things that kill me in Mario, it's always the little things. See my Super Mario Bros. 3 Let's Play, you'll see that in more detail. I want to remake it, that's why I bought the GBA version, so I could do that and also the Lost Level stuff. Not Lost Level, that's the wrong game. But you know what I'm talking about, like the bonus levels for the GBA version. I was thinking about like on the anniversary, which is June, to basically remake that LP using the GBA version. So that's a plan I have. I don't know if I'll actually do that or not, because I have some like 4 of the games I really want to Let's Play. I can list them now. Chibi Robo, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Sonic Generations, and oh gosh, what was the other one? Fire Emblem for the Game Boy Advance. The first Fire Emblem, the one that's just called Fire Emblem. No avoiding that. Yeah, Fire Boys can get off sync if you don't spawn them quickly enough, so yeah, I tend to botch that a lot. I'm just gonna play this kind of on the safe side, because there is space between these Thwomp, so no point risking it, huh? I assume, like, if you can keep the cape through that entire last sequence, you can actually fly up here. I assume that's what the coins are supposed to be indicating. It's actually pretty cool, because see, the coins are in that kind of wavy pattern, like if you were using the cape. So I feel like that's what that's supposed to be indicating. I kind of cheesed it without the cape. Again, I apologize if I'm breaking your level too much, but... oh boy. Mushroom, please. Why is there a down arrow? Like, I'm legitimately curious why there's a down arrow there. Oh, how did I dodge that? Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit proud of that pro dodge. This level was like long and challenging, but I actually had a really good time with it because it was actually pretty fair on the whole. Didn't like throw in like, you can see all the thwomps, that's what I'm saying. You can see all the thwomps, it's not your fault. I mean, it is your fault if you get crushed by one. It's not like blindly jumping and stuff. So yeah, I actually really liked it, even though I did really terribly apparently. Kudos to whoever has the world record. Next is Towering Troubles from Corygon. Someone's an Undertale fan, I can see. World record is 1 minute and 5 seconds. Clear rate is 14.2. Hey, that doesn't sound too good. 4 out of 28. And that, I don't like levels that are below like 5%. So 14 is pretty doable to me. I already know one missed opportunity is that you could have made this a new Super Mario Bros. Level, and thus the ground pounding all the Goombas would be really satisfying. But that's a complaint before the level actually begins. That's super kind of jerkish. Sorry. But yeah, seriously, if you could ground pound all of them, I think that'd be more fun. Just saying. So, this is an interesting level. Oh yeah, another mechanic that's not in the game. Picking up shells from above. We will be seeing that quite a bit, from what I can tell. Prod plants. But yeah, in the original game, you have to pick up shells from the side. You can't drop onto the shell. Yeah, see, that's kind of what I was talking about in the last level. It's like, when you can see thwomps, I don't mind getting crushed by a thwomp if I can see it. But if it's just out of the blue, it feels a little bit cheap. That's just me. That might just be me, but that's how I view it. And I don't care about getting hit because invincibility frames, I can just run through all that. I wonder why we need a shell. I mean, need the leaf. So, this is kind of a bowling stage, in other words. That sound effect never gets old. That screaming sound, I should point out. Which, actually, no, in this level, like, we'll be hearing it so much. Sounds like. Oh boy, we need to keep running. But I want the leaf. Don't care about the leaf. Now I care about the leaf. Now what? Okay, I'm amazed that actually worked. I feel like people are kind of overusing big Bowsers, so it's kind of nice to actually see a small Bowser Jr. for once. Not gonna lie. It's actually kind of refreshing not having a giant Bowser, or a stack of giant Bowsers for that matter. This probably leads back out, I'm assuming, and into all of them. Yeah, I don't know if you could have even had a chance, Grandpa. Anyway, that was a shorty, compared to the last one. I don't think I got the world record because I hesitated for a moment. Yeah, I was off, but that was actually kind of an intriguing concept. I'll start. Dangerous Waters by Negative. Oh boy, this looks like a thing. Yeah, I have a bad feeling I know what's gonna happen in this stage. Clear rate 13 out of 80. 60% higher than what I would have thought, just because I figured people would probably rage quit on this more because of how, like, that's entirely what I was expecting, by the way. I was hoping I could cheese it actually by going into the door late, but no, it resets the room, so phooey. This feels like a Kaizo level to me. I mean, in terms of premise, not in terms of like cheapness so far, but in terms of premise, this kind of feels like a Kaizo level, or something that Kaizo would do. Just make a sort of a auto-scroller using mechanics of the game, and this is gonna probably be kind of a rough run. Sorry. Yeah, I kind of wish I could have kept the mush, but yeah, I noticed ever since I think it was Nintendo Capri Sun's videos, I always call it the mush, like he does in his videos. I think I pointed this out last time, but yeah, the way I put the code in the comment, I mean, in the bottom corner of the screen last time was like very reminiscent. I don't even know if that was subconscious or not. I see you with your fish. Get out of here, fish. Yeah, this is one of the only themes without Cheep Cheeps, if I recall correctly, because they just have the fish from Mario World. I don't even know if Cheep Cheeps are in Mario World. I'd have to look that up. Saws. I'm liking this level more than I expected because of the... Oh. Remember what I just said about liking the level? Yeah, that's kind of one of the things that you can't plan for, which is not something I'm crazy about in these levels where you can't plan around stuff, whether it be arrows or other types of obstacles. Basically, like, there's no way to know that you have to be at the front of the screen until you get to the actual saw. Because here, the way the saw scrolls in, you have to kind of be up in front of it, but there's no way to know that. So yeah, that's what I mean by kind of cheap levels, but it's not too bad. Besides, you put a checkpoint, so it's not like super cheap. And not to rag on your level too much, because I do think this is actually a very good level. It's just, yeah, there are a couple things that could have been a little bit more polished, if that makes sense. I don't know how you would indicate being on the right part of the screen though. So yeah, I see why that would be difficult. I have a feeling I screwed that puzzle up. Or maybe I didn't, actually. Oh. Yeah, water momentum. This level isn't too hard though, it's just kind of... It's a really interesting concept to me because, like the cage, it's a nice way to basically have an auto-scroller but not an auto-scroller. To create an auto-scroller, it's a gimmick, essentially. And I find that fascinating how people have done that so much. I was so close to the middle of the screen I could not get over fast enough, so that's why I just died. But I do find it very fascinating how people have basically created gimmicks to get around traditional Mario mechanics like this. It's like, there is an auto-scroll option, but then you have a whole screen to work with, and where's the fun in that? At least I feel like that's probably what your mindset was when making this level. I don't know if that was supposed to work like that, but yeah. I feel like I spawned it late or something because I was further away from the side or something. Oh, that was too close. I think they're called blubbers, the fish. I don't know. I haven't played World. World, I never grew up playing. That's kind of a fun fact. Never had a SNES, so I never played World until the GBA port, actually. And yeah, the one with the tinny music. Oh, hi, fish. I like how you kept that consistency, though. How you did keep in mind that yeah, the cannon might fire, and if it does, there should probably be fish in there. So I appreciate that you thought of the cannon going off there. I think that's actually really cool. I'm testing for its range. If you're wondering why I'm standing here, I want to see how far it extends. It's like trying to gauge a safe zone, I guess you could say. Please be a checkpoint. Or not. This is actually the easy part. I even got one up. So yeah, that was actually a pretty intricately designed level. Aesthetically, it was probably more basic than the others because it didn't use like vines and stuff. But it was actually a really fun level, so thanks for sending it in. So something kind of unexpected happened before I started this play session that I didn't actually get to talk about yet. Right before I was gonna record, I just checked Neoverse just one more time, and I actually got another comment from Andy from last time, who was like, "Hey, can I send another level?" And I was like, "Sure." So he sent this level, Riverbank, Relics, clear rate 39.53. I'm liking that clear rate. I like levels that are aesthetically pleasing but have really good, they're like really easy. Because like not every level has to be a pain in the butt to complete. It's just nice to sometimes have a relaxing, pretty level, and this seems to be fitting the bill nicely. I wonder if these drop. Okay, these just kill you. Okay. I am liking this because, okay, again, like I said, I've been replaying it lately for a separate video project, but I am liking this mechanic because the original Super Mario Bros. 3 had a lot of levels that were like water levels, but not total water levels. They'd just be like this. This is all you can do in terms of water in this game, but I like that mechanic actually of basically creating a water floor using just the blue platforms and ice. That's actually really cool. Also, if you didn't know, you can push down while holding a shell to, yeah, equip it. And also, I'm gonna carry it because your movement speed's better. And this is one of my favorite mechanics, actually. Thwomp's hitting P-switches. I just think it's so cool that you can do that. I also like it because even if you're small Mario, because of the P-switch, you can still make it through there. If you at least have one shell with you. And in this game, unlike the original, I don't think shells actually break Thwomps. It's kind of a shame to me, but yeah, I like this because it's basically recreating the Mario 3 like the fish level kind of in 3, which I just played last night. But it's like this kind of level, but it's with entirely ground physics, or ground elements. So I find that actually really cool and creative. I'm going to ignore your advice just for a moment, see what's over here, because I am nosy. I like this a lot. I like how you did this because a lot of times people just don't think about stuff like this. Like, wait a minute, there's a pipe, but then you can go further. So and then you just go all the way over there, and it's like there's nothing. So I like how you put one up there. And you basically were like, oh hey, look, you took the time to explore, so here's a one up for your trouble. So I like that aspect. Now the P-switch race. I like this because of that thing with the Thwomp. Oh boy. And even if, you know, you screw up the P-switch part, I assume the Thwomps could break the blocks too, so you could still trick it out. So again, I like how, you know, even if you botch the part with P-switch, you're not instantly screwed. I like how it kind of looks like waves, also using the ice in kind of an oscillating pattern. Yeah, just aesthetically, this level is pretty impressive. Also, I'm curious, how long did it take to get these little hedges to spawn, like, exactly where you want them every time? I'm legitimately wondering. Or did you just copy one to each place? I'd actually be curious to know. As someone who doesn't know how to get those consistently to show up. Then do the running and jumping trick. I like this level quite a bit because it's cool seeing people come up with creative ways to do stuff that you aren't allowed to do in Mario Maker, basically. So yeah, that was actually really cool.